Yeah, Soul's being impatient. Let's do this.
And what a lovely morning. Good morning.
Good morning. We've talked the whole night.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning roast. For the first one in a little bit now, because Chris has either been sleepy or having issues. But today we got with us Mr. David.
Hey, everybody.
And Mr. Mike Jimmy, of course, has rolled up and joined us today.
Well, it's been a while. Let's be honest here.
That's true.
I've been doing other things, you know. I'm sorry. I went polyamorous.
Mike's a little fluid. He's just going from one place to another. And of course, we got Sim hiding down the corner.
Wait, what? Huh? I'm on stream?
Look, not even
Am I
paying
awake?
attention. Not even paying attention.
Don't rush me. I just woke up.
He's distracted by his glorious wrestling video.
Yeah, he's too busy.
It is quite distracting.
He's like, I look good.
I became a pro wrestler last night. My childhood dream happened.
Oh, Lordy. Now, Sim, you'll be happy to know that David is a fellow Canadian.
That's right.
Hello.
We were just talking about whether or not you're Quebecois or not.
And how did that end?
Well, I think we sort of settled on Montreal area, something about strippers.
Ah,
Oh, you mean the thing that the only thing that people come here for?
That's right.
That's
Too bad
I'm
I'm
over
not
in,
too bad I'm not a huge fan of strippers.
yeah, well,
Blood
you've
for the
always
blood
had your pro
god.
wrestling.
Yes.
I'm not a fan of pro wrestling either.
Oh, Soul, you're saying blood for the blood god. That reminds me of Warhammer. Soul, did you see that they're doing a Deathcore of Krieg? I'm excited. It's some sort of strike team that mini, where it's going to be Deathcore Krieg and Orcs. Like two of my most favorite factions. I'm very excited of that. I might actually buy some minis.
So where are you from, David? In Canada?
I'm from Evil, Ontario.
Oh,
Right
Evil,
next door.
Ontario. And you use the boot?
I guess so.
The
I
boot?
guess so.
the boot.
The boot. Boot to the head. Oh, we got Nefarious? Hey,
You know-
Nefarious.
You know, maybe we should open the A counter on the corner.
I think we should. Well, it's a bit early for a drinking contest, but maybe that's something for the future. Every time either of us uses A, we got to drink.
Eh?
Oof. Eh? Oh, that would get me drunk already.
Well, hopefully,
Yeah, it wouldn't take long. I think this thing would quickly devolve into chaos.
hopefully we can, between the A and sorry, we can get through this and find the book and talk about the book. So, our other host says, welcome to the Morning Roast, where we look at a book that will give Sugar a reason to show you his gun collection. We clean it. Good morning and rub the rifle.
Good
I like the
morning.
sound of
Yeah,
that.
I'm not going to lie, Soul. I'm not going to lie. That was one of the first things I thought about when I was setting up this stream this morning. I was like, I got some flintlocks. I got a few flintlocks. Chris
I think
focus
we
on the
need to have a look at those.
Volt's with us. He says, wow, I was late, still made it on time.
That's normal here. What are you talking about?
Johnny Cage is here. Have you all seen his profile picture now? He changed it.
Oh, now you say it.
Yeah, he posted it on Twitter. It's well done, Johnny. Well done.
Yeah, good job, buddy.
Hey, it's Katie. It's Morgan Freeman, everyone. So I took a social break. Well, you need a break. You need a break. You work too hard. All right, now let me bring up the campaign here. Oop. There we go. The Flintlock Knight.
Ooh.
So you would give us the pitch, David?
Yeah, so sort of imagine your typical fantasy, like medieval fantasy world, taken past the medieval era, right? So I'm a student of history. I know I saw in your, I don't know much about you, Chris, but I saw in your Twitter profile you're a fan of history.
Mm-hmm.
Something that sort of inspired this was how gunpowder really changed our world, right? It sort of demolished the medieval world, demolished knights. So that's the sort of impetus for this story is what would happen if gunpowder was introduced to a medieval fantasy world with like magic and dragons and stuff. How would that change things? So the main character, the Flintlock Knight, he's from this old sort of aristocratic knight family of knights that used to fight dragons and that used to be sort of heroes. But now that the world has moved into this sort of new era, his family doesn't really have a place in the world anymore. So his family's sort of starting to go down, but he's holding on to this idea of knighthood. He wants to continue to try to be a knight in this changing world. And we also have sort of, along with the technological changes, sort of a change in morality too. Seem like with the modern world, things seem to be sort of going downhill a little bit. So he wants to hold on to this idea of knight errantry. And he's sort of like Don Quixote in a way, where he's holding on to this knighthood in a world that's sort of indifferent.
Mm-hmm.
So he starts out his story sort of wandering around trying to, help people on these little quests. And then something happens and he's thrown into this larger world of magic and intrigue.
Yeah.
So,
I thought the setting is always like, to me, the gunpowder era, for a fantasy setting, I think is a really good one because you got that balance of tech versus magic
and so what gunpowder really does in this world is it kind of evens the playing field, because people who could use magic sort of had the dominant role in society for a long time. These wizards, these mages. So when gunpowder comes along, all of a sudden the common man has it within his power to sort of challenge these mages. So you see a lot of that in the Flintlock Knight. You see a lot of it sort of mirrors what happened in our own in sort of Europe's history, at the same time incorporating fantasy elements.
It's just some sorcerer's like, oh, I don't know, starts doing chants, and somebody's just like, oh yeah, from a cult.
Yeah, I like to think of that
hole in
scene in Raiders of the Lost Ark. Indiana Jones just shoots the shit out of the guy with the sword. Kind of like that, right? So quite a bare
Quick
bones
question.
campaign. Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm gonna back it, but the shipping to the Netherlands, like overseas, is only $7 Canadian just to make sure that you got everything in order, because that's really cheap.
It's something that I wanted to get into. So the campaign is quite bare bones. Like I'm really only offering the comic itself, and it's because I'm an amateur. I'm new to comics. I'm not new to comics yet. I've been following it for a couple of years. But I'm an unknown. People don't know who I am. They don't know my writing chops. So I've saved up over the past 2 years. I've saved up enough to sort of launch this campaign and get it fulfilled, with the expectation that I'm going to lose money on it. So the idea is just to get my book out there, get it in people's hands.
But you're aware that it costs between $25 to $30 something for sure.
Yeah. So
that's why he's trying to give you a heads up, because Netherlands, there's a few others that's like $36.
Yeah. And
I mean that's a cost that I can eat.
Okay. It's just that there's many people that when they launched, we had to tell them and they had to make an adjustment.
Yeah.
So that's why he wants to make sure that you're aware of it.
Yeah, it's something to look into. I mean, if I start getting, quite a few backers, then that might be something I'll look into changing. But if it's, just a few, shipments to Europe that I have to worry about. It's not a huge deal.
Yeah, just making sure because
Because
it
even
looks great.
like if you ship like a mailer type of thing, like depending if you're, it depends how you want to ship, right? If you're using envelope or whatever.
I'm
but
going
most
Gemini,
people
I think.
Gemini
Mhm.
mailers. It's just the U.S. It's between $22 to $26.
Yeah.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So when I was looking at the sort of estimates for shipping, it was saying, with the dimensions, with the weight of a Gemini, it'd be roughly like
Nope.
$10 to the
Nope.
US.
Nope.
Okay.
No, it's not. It's gonna cost you like $22.99 or something like that with the weight and everything.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's
because-
to the
because
US, okay, but
It's not an
Europe,
it's not an envelope. It's a package.
yeah.
So that's it. It's another price range. It starts at $8.99 or something like that, or 12. I'll check again, but and then it goes with the weight. But just shipping something to like me, like usually when somebody ships something to me, it costs them like $22 from the US, and it's about the same to me. And Netherlands can cost you between 26 to 28, I think.
Okay.
So
well, that's good to
And
know.
there's places that cost me $40 to $36.
quick one on the Geminis. If you don't have them yet, use the coupon code VOLT10 to get 10% off from Edevolt.
VOLT10.
Yes.
All right. Appreciate that. No, I haven't ordered them yet.
Yeah.
So I don't know how long they're gonna run still, but Edevolt has a discount.
The Gemini company, the Gemini mailer company, doesn't deliver to Canada. You have to
Oh.
you have to go through eBay or Amazon.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a shame.
Anyways, if you have any question, just reach out to me, buddy. I'll help you out.
Appreciate that.
Doing you favors, fellow Canadians.
Yeah, no,
Eh?
Eh?
shut up. You're making it sound like I do it just because he's Canadian. I do it to everybody.
Yeah, that's what you learn from, like, once you get behind the scenes Comicsgate.
Mm-hmm.
You sort of learn all the nitty gritty, what things cost, what to do. And that's why I'm trying to keep things simple. I've considered doing some stretch goals. I might still do some stretch goals, but I just want to make sure I can sort of handle what I've got, fulfill it on time and everything. So maybe if this does decently, if this does decently, then the next one I'll try to make it a little bit more. Give a little bit more bells and whistles. But
Amanda B's asking, there will be rifle rubbing?
There's
There's always
rifle
rifle rubbing.
So it's saying Sim should write a little shipping Bible for upcoming Canadian creators. Dude,
All right, there we go. I'm back.
I researched this shit a whole bunch before even launching my first campaign.
Mhm.
And the idea was I wanted to find a way for everybody to be able to reduce their international shipping.
Right.
Because I'm a Canadian. I back a lot of freaking books, okay? And dude, $25 plus $25 goes up quickly to 50 something, and Canadian goes up to $67. Every time I back a $25 book costs me between $57 to $67.
Mhm.
So if I'm doing this because I want your book.
Yeah, and the weight on those would be significantly more, like 2 to 3 times more than what mine is. Mine's a single issue.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of a difference that would make.
Well, the thing is, like, if you go for a backed envelope, you could probably save a lot of money.
Yes.
Like, go for a backboarded envelope
Mhm.
and, like, tape along the sides so, it's a little sturdier.
Yeah.
Maybe put in a backboard on put a board on the front as well.
Mm-hmm.
And
You could use a
will be
cardboard
able to-
envelope. But the
Yeah.
thing is, like he's saying, it's a different price range. One starts at 8 something, the other one starts at 12 something, just because of the package or an envelope.
And that's not something you have to worry about with like damage to the comic itself. If you wrap it well enough.
But that's the thing.
Use boarding.
You have Drew here that we know. That's just an example. What he does is he uses bubble wrap, bag and board, puts a board, bubble wraps,
Mhm.
puts it in an envelope, in a card stock type of envelope, then sends it to you. Usually they don't come damaged. It does happen once in a while. That's why some people are vouching for the Gemini mailer. It's
Mhm.
kind of like it costs a little bit more, but you're a bit more sure that it makes there in one piece.
Right. Yeah, because I know that's a huge issue for a lot of
Mhm.
people backing. You know, they
Me,
want
that's
to
what
see
me. I went with
comics.
the Gemini because I wanted to have the peace of mind of going like I won't have to really bother that much with having to send another copy because it's gonna be damaged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So says Flintlock Knight is a nice sounding title. I like it.
Yeah, it sort of came to me. I thought it sort of it had a nice ring to it.
It does. It does.
Mhm.
This is what the all Flintlock. uh, a pretty significant amount of it.
You oil up those flintlocks fairly often.
They seem to think so. It's not so much that I oil them up very often. It's just I have so many weapons that I'll
Okay.
be on stream sitting there
Yes, I was
cleaning
saying
for
it's
a
like
while.
Okay, let's be fair here. You traumatized everybody because for like a few streams, all he was doing was cleaning his collection of rifles. So
Yeah.
it was not more. It
They
was
need
not
it
really more of
cleaned.
like oiling them up as just cleaning them. But
Yeah.
imagine you're doing an interview and all you're seeing is like a guy that's sitting there looking at the gun,
Especially
like
if the
Just
gun
going,
is
he's about
oh,
to shoot somebody. Like he's just like washing it, getting everything ready because there's a zombie outside his window or something, and he's just like, just you wait, just you wait, and he's talking to us like, yeah, hi.
yeah.
But it's just a gun.
You ever shoot those flintlocks? Are they non-functional?
Mine, I no, I wouldn't shoot them. They're too old. Well, I do have one I can shoot. I do have one black powder, but like because it's a more modern one. But yeah, the other ones are all old, from like the Civil War and stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't trust it to
And that's
shoot
awesome.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to stay alive longer.
Mm-hmm. JK says, I can cast fireballs. Bitch, I have an M60. Nam.
That's an advantage that you guys in the States have over us in Canada. We want a gun. It's got to be like under lock and key in a safe.
Mhm.
Can't
Yep.
take it out.
I cast a rain of M16.
Let's see.
Yeah. So in the cover there, the girl that you see, she's a mage. We're sort of introduced to her late in the issue. She's going to have a pivotal role in the story alongside the Flintlock Knight. His real name is Fabian Ashbury. Ashbury is the old family name.
Okay.
And then that dude in the right corner, he's sort of like the main villain that we'll be building up to.
What's
main.
his secretive mask?
That's right. What's a villain without a mask, right?
I love the grain tone work he did on this. Seriously, it's good stuff, man.
Yeah. I tried to make it look as good as possible because I know that obviously color is ideal. It's just out of the price point for
That's
this
fine.
issue.
Black and white has its charms.
Mhm.
It has its place. It has its charms. It's cool. And you clearly put a lot of work into those gray tones anyway. So, you're good.
Well, I'm not the artist on this. I'm just the
That's what I was gonna ask.
I'm just the writer. My artist is fantastic. He's this great artist out of Brazil named Marcelo Oliveira. Amazing. He does a fantastic job. Works really quickly too.
Nice.
Reasonable prices. Yeah. So I'm sort of the creator, the writer on this. It's I think it's a great idea. Hopefully, it's the idea, the concept that draws people to it. I like to think I'm a good writer. That remains to be seen. Again, that's just my reason for getting this thing out there quickly and cheaply, is just to get my name out there, get my work out there, see how people like it.
Yeah, let people get a taste of what you're capable of.
So
That's
how
right.
many pages? How many comics do you have in mind for this? Like it's a series of how many?
Yeah, so I've already written the first 2 issues. This is the first issue. It's planned to go for 5 issues for this run. So I've got the whole 5 issues planned out.
Nice.
So you have a full arc ready to go.
That's right. Yeah. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. I mean, there are a number of options that I could do. I could put them all together and do sort of a graphic novel kind of thing.
You're doing the 20-page, right?
Yeah, 22 pages.
Sweet.
Yeah, and I'm trying to print it on as high quality paper as possible too. 100-pound paper.
You're going to be using which printer? Do you know yet?
Yeah, so I was sort of going.
Everybody's using what Mixim.
I was thinking Mixim. Mixim is sort of my first choice.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking either Mixim or Saddle Stitch. Sorry, no, Greco painting.
I don't know about that one, but a lot of people are using Mixim.
Yeah,
Mixim
I've
looks
heard
good.
good things about Mixim.
It's got the best prices.
So far, best pricing, quality, and everything. Only issue they've been having lately, it's a bit of delays.
Okay.
Because the new international laws of shipping and the overflow of a lot of people buying their they became quickly CG's main place to print.
Yeah, well, what's so amazing about CG is it's just like opened up this whole.
Mm-hmm. Me, I print locally because Montreal have so many printers. It's not funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean there are so many veterans in CG making amazing comic books. But what I love about it is it's comics for everybody, not just anybody. The comics are for everybody, but I think that anybody with the budget and the desire can go out and make their own comic. That's what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's exciting, right? It's I had this great idea. It's one of those ideas that sort of captures you, right, and doesn't let you go. You just have to follow it through.
And you just hope that everybody else is gonna find it as cool.
Yeah, let's hope so. And I lucked out with this artist. He's fantastic. He really fits the style that I had in mind. And I think it looks great.
Yeah, I love it.
That niece of yours is very noisy. I am getting triggered.
Get over it.
Have you guys seen that? Just this video on YouTube. I don't know what it was. There's some like communist convention.
Point of personal privilege.
Point of personal privilege. Yeah. The clapping is too loud in here. It's
triggering my PTSD.
Jazz hands.
I forget what they did. Did they do like snaps or something?
Yeah. But you remember the jazz hand? Dude,
Spirit fingers.
Yeah.
That's just cringe.
So says Chris should always wear his I'm rubbing it shirt when cleaning his rifles. Or I could just wear no shirt at all. So
I think that's better.
You gotta sell it.
You should pull out your gun, start rubbing it, and go da 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 da.
I'm rubbing it.
So are these gentlemen just wizards or are they cultists?
Both.
Ooh.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wizardly cultists.
Dude.
They're these mage cultists who are they're performing a ritual. Without spoiling too much, they're trying to raise this ancient evil. That's actually in the prologue. It's sort of
these are modern cultists. Look, they got beakers and measurements over here.
Yeah, that's right. Again, it's this idea of moving into the modern age, scientific revolution kind of thing, sort of merging magic and science.
Good. Magic's for the nobility. Peasants use guns, baby.
Boom, bitch.
Yeah, that's very much the idea. Yeah, and something also about the Flintlock Knight is he's this kind of like semi-comedic character too, right? Because there aren't any knights anymore. Right. And he's sort of out there, almost like a Lone Ranger / knight sort of combination, just trying to do his part, trying to revive, his family's honor. And he gets sort of inadvertently thrust into this major world event.
Katie's saying, Chris, you sound more and more confident. You will need that for the red dress. Gosh, dang it, Katie. But I heard
Yeah.
Pale Rider is supposed to run next to you in red swimsuit. So,
Yeah, dude, and for that one, I was in the chat, so I witnessed that that Bear Rider said that he was probably the kind because
what?
yeah.
When was this?
He volunteered, right, to replace freaking Rennie Irene
Mhm.
and put on the bikini for her.
Oh,
And then it became that he's gonna be wearing a red bikini and running next to you for the red dress run.
What
And
the?
I'm like, well, after all these things that he's putting you on the spot and adding to your thing, I'm like, for once it's him.
Well,
yeah,
we'll say that. Yeah, at
So
least this time he volunteered
I think
himself.
it would be
Yes.
freaking amazing for you to be in
yeah.
Louisiana, starting to run, like da 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 da
I
da.
don't
Yeah,
know if
because
I
I'm
want to
still not
see
giving
that
up on
though.
him. So da 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 da. Poof, flat face, gets back up, starts running, and all you hear in the back is meep meep in a Barbie theme with Pale Rider in the bikini going, "Go girl,
You
meep
go, girl.
I think you just need Sim in his wrestler's outfit right next door.
Yep.
Pale Rider. I don't think is here, but I had to go. I went. Well, I didn't have to, but I went and asked Tank because Tank. I was talking to Tank Farrell about something, and I said, yeah, I asked him if he'd seen Pale Rider's fan art of me of Sugar Chris. He said no, so I sent him all the ones I could find.
There's quite a lot by now, isn't there?
Yeah, there's quite a bit.
My favorite is the duo that we did, the little duet. Tarna, Sugar Tarna.
Yeah.
That one came out nice. Like I totally digitally painted that thing behind it.
Still says got speed lines. What speed lines?
The
The
lines
lines there,
on
the speed lines.
panel
Speed
4 and 5
Mhm.
over there.
Oh, okay. I get it now.
It's sort of like an anime kind of thing, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's in American and Franco-Belgian comics as well. It's to convey speed.
Mhm.
You know, it's a pretty common way. But yeah, the characters look really well done, and yeah, it looks like a very nice, rich world. Like, good job, man. Looks awesome.
Yeah. It's interesting trying to build like a fantasy world from a comic, right? Because most fantasy worlds that you see are from novels or movies. So it's been a challenge to try to work exposition into the story without it being, super obvious. I'm a big fan of trying to do exposition through natural dialogue rather than just having big caption text blocks. So there are very few captions. It's mostly dialogue, and it sort of comes out, I hope, as naturally as possible, sort of where the world's at, and sort of letting that unfold, right? You don't want to just dump a bunch of lore on people.
Yeah, no, exactly. I'm looking forward to this, man. This looks right up my alley, so
That's good to hear.
it's gonna be good.
Yeah, so in that last panel there, Flintlock Knight, he's saving this girl, essentially who's been kidnapped. And that girl is going to play a large role in the story as well. And then you can see these sort of soldiers behind him being a bit put off that he's doing their job for them. So there are a lot of interesting dynamics in there. The crest there on his shirt, that's his family crest. People sort of still recognize him as being from this aristocratic family of knights, but they're sort of, by this point, a bit like they don't take him as seriously as he would like, right? Sort of seen as this old world kind of, you have no place here anymore.
Yeah, this. Let's see, panel. So you go. We meet the group here. He sees the crest. This guy's like, "Wait a minute, is that one of those old school crests?" He's like, "Oh God, I'm hanging out with a hipster."
Yeah, I hadn't thought of it that way. The Flintlock Knight. Definitely not. But yeah, that's where the comedic element comes in, right? I'm a huge fan of Don Quixote. He's not mad. The Flintlock Knight. That's the major difference. He's not this crazy guy. He's sincere, and he's got like that. He's got that lovable sincerity that comes from that. He's sort of comedic inadvertently, but he's got a heart, right?
So are we gonna we get supernatural? Because you said like they were like invoking like a demon or something, trying to wake something else. So I'm guessing there's gonna be a lot of supernatural demon type of aspect into that story. Am I right?
Yeah. So I won't spoil what it is that they're reviving, but yeah, they're trying to revive some ancient evil. There are supernatural elements. Another interesting
Do they
point about this. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Thought you were done. I was just gonna say, do they use supernatural like elements or abilities in their, how they do things?
The creatures or the mages?
The mages.
Yeah, yeah. So there's a fairly big supernatural element to this, but another point that separates this from sort of your typical fantasy world is that by this point, a lot of the supernatural creatures have sort of been hunted down and destroyed. Again, with this new power that the average person has developed through gunpowder, it's allowed people to sort of fight back against a lot of the you can think of as the wild supernatural world that they live in. So in that way, it's kind of like The Witcher, if you're at all familiar with The Witcher.
Yeah, love that game.
Yeah, this idea that way back in the past in the Witcher's world, there had been this conjunction of the spheres where all these monsters had entered the world, and by the time of the events of The Witcher 3, a lot of those monsters are gone, like they've been extinct, they've been killed by the Witchers, but there's still a fair amount of them around, and that's sort of where we're at here.
I mean, when I looked at that, like for like that page for the first second, gave me like a feel of like the Three Musketeers mixed with the Attack on Titans a bit vibe.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's got a number of influences. Three Musketeers in the sense of the comedic element to it, right?
Yeah.
And there's going to be some playoff once the other characters are introduced.
And growing up, I was a huge fan of Three Musketeers and the Knights of the Round Table and stuff. So it's kind of the stuff that I really like, the Brotherhood.
Yeah, and I like to think of this as a combination of a lot of those things. In the same way that Don Quixote is it's sort of like a parody of the old knights errant stories.
Don Quixote was
it's brilliant. This is one of my favorite. And the little girl that he saves there, she's kind of going to be his Sancho to the Flintlock Knight's Don Quixote. So they'll have an interesting dynamic there.
Is she going to be a powerful type of mage too?
Well, I won't spoil it, but
okay, I'm going to stop asking those questions.
Yeah, there's something definitely mysterious to her.
She's the trustworthy companion.
I just got the warning. We're good.
Yeah.
Seriously though, guys, go check it out. It looks great. We're at 16% fundings right now, so yeah.
Yeah, we're getting there. And I mean,
to remind everybody, he did say that he's on a flexible goal, and I know a lot of people have an issue with that. But like he said before, he saved up enough money to be able to fulfill. So to him, it's something that's going to be done no matter what. So go in, back it very safely. But it's something. It's in fair warning, David. It's something that a lot of people are kind of like a bit reticent to jump in right away when it's flexible.
I realize that.
But that's what I'm saying. But he put money aside. He said in the beginning, it's all good. And we gave him the warning for the shipping.
This is being fulfilled no matter what. So it's probably going to hurt my sales, but no matter how many people contribute, it's being fulfilled. I just want this out there.
But you just, like you said, you decided you wanted to take try to go all out and take maybe a hit on the first one.
Absolutely.
To get out there. So
out of experience. Like out of experience, it might hurt you the first time, but if you keep your promises and fulfill, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
We have a sugar rush. So I guess.
Yeah, we do.
I like that.
So it's time for the hustle.
Yeah, and the comic is more than halfway finished already.
Yeah, I've seen 13 out of 22 pages have been completed.
Sweet.
Yeah. And that's completed, like totally completed, lettered and everything. Yeah, and my artist is working at about a week to a week and a half per 2 pages. It's 2 pages about a week or a week and a half. So I'm looking to get these out to people by September or October.
So saying, what are some of the petty tasks the knight has to complete?
Well, it's in. I don't know. I don't think I have the page on there, but it's little things like the soldiers there sort of make fun of him of going out and hunting down, an old lady's lost goat, things like that. So sort of he just wanders around the countryside, wanders around the little towns, and does little tasks for people.
Like a vagabond knight back in the days where the guy would just decide to go what they also called sometimes Call of Honor, Knights of Honor, where they just go decide and trek and trying to find for a quest or something,
It's a quest
people to
knight.
help.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Almost like a hedge knight,
Yeah.
except he's not like a mercenary. He sort of does it purely for virtuous reasons.
For valor.
So he's a white knight.
Very much so.
Katie, Little Red Riding Chris is not going to go viral. Calm down a little. I don't have to worry.
Right.
Little
Chris,
Red
you just
Riding
jinxed
Chris.
it.
Okay, that doesn't sound right at all. Little Red Riding Chris. See? No.
No, see, it don't work.
That sounds creepy.
Mhm.
Not in the right way.
I'm gonna go ahead. I haven't played the trailer. I'm gonna play it.
Go
Yeah,
ahead. Did you share the vault?
you did. Wow.
Oh,
Nice.
So as you can see, a little bit low budget, but do what I can.
That's fine.
gosh, it felt like it ended abruptly there. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I tried to keep it short, right? I was personally never a fan of these big long trailers.
yeah.
That's
Well,
really
no.
good to get the point out there.
I feel
But
like
you might have wanted to do a fade out.
Yeah, I mean, there are all these little techniques that when I look
Yeah.
back at it, I feel like it could have done better. But
I feel like that was something I've seen a lot in like Kickstarter and stuff. They have these like 6-10 minute long
Yeah.
videos. I'm not gonna watch all this. Come on.
no, nobody's got the time or attention span for that.
No.
Did you see Soul saying, Sim, it doesn't sound right because you shouldn't sing without Carla? And my answer is, you ain't gonna break my stride. When things slow me down, oh no, I gotta keep on moving.
It's weird.
Wink,
not
wink.
It's weird. People have brought up Pale Rider now multiple times, and he hasn't found his way in yet. He's almost
Pale Rider?
always here after you mention him a couple times. It's weird.
Yeah. What? He might be sick.
Oh, he better not be. He's like he's number one super fan.
That is true.
Yeah, and we all love Bell Rider.
Oh yeah.
Pale Rider sounds like a great character to add to the Flintlock Knight.
That's what I was gonna say. It should be one of your
Mhm.
just passes by.
Just write him in.
You know, like he just passes by, just like sup, and then leaves.
Nice little cameo.
Yeah, just like I'm the Pale Rider.
He could
Hey,
be.
that sounds cool. Have a good night.
He could be an eccentric.
His horse is named Chris.
He could be a eccentric man of science, and he just comes around in like a little like a clockwork car or something.
No, let's call the horse Tarna instead.
I think I'm definitely gonna have to add a character now who just sits there and polishes his guns.
Yes.
Hmm.
Just sits by the side of the road.
You could never be prepared enough.
Yeah.
And then when shits hits the fan, he uses it, but then he washed it too much that it doesn't shoot.
Ah,
Damn it!
I got the powder wet.
Click. Shit.
Oh god.
I have a few Flintlock style guns.
And
still
thank you,
wanna
Soul, in
figure
the
out-
chat for sharing the link. And
still wanna
thank you,
figure out
Soul.
what this
Yeah, I
is.
know, I nailed it.
All right. Let's see. Oh, Sim.
Yes.
I got hair long enough for a ponytail.
Oh, you too.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about that. Yeah, I still want to know what this one is. This one is.
Yeah, that one's freaking nice.
That looks amazing.
Oh damn, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got that at an auction for real cheap because nobody knew what it was, and
That's strange.
I mean it's missing some pieces there, like obviously missing the striker and
Yeah, it's
stuff.
decorative. Yeah.
But look at how decorative it is.
That
It's got,
looks like
it's got ivory and different stuff in it. But it does say London on it.
yeah, no,
The
that
barrel.
is most probably a very old hunter's rifle.
But it's so small.
Well,
Yeah, it almost looks like
yeah,
a sawed-off rifle.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. It looks
But,
like they sawed off the barrel there.
but like that is definitely originally like a hunter's rifle, like a personal hunter's rifle.
Look at how small the stock is, though. Like that's.
Well, yeah. It was probably some rich kid's toy.
Yeah, that's what I thought because they did have children's like training rifles. I'm thinking that's what it is because something this ornate is usually something like Turkey or
Decorative.
Middle East or something.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking maybe it was like a custom gun for like a child or something.
Can you tell if it would be functional or is it just entirely decorative?
I'm not sure. Like it has the striker, and I can see where it goes down in. It's got the trigger. It's got the place for the rod and everything. So I mean, everything should be here to work. It's missing, of course, the striker itself and some other stuff. But the part where the striker would go in is there. Everything's looks like it should happen.
Well, it was probably a kid, like a kid's present, like a very rich kid's trial rifle.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. I think it's mainly somebody that found it and it decided to make it as a decorative or type of thing out of a gun that was damaged instead of just refurbish it. There's a lot of people that do that stuff. Like they would take like I remember there was a big movement a long time ago where it was take stuff of war, like war toys, and make them into something peaceful or something. And
Yeah.
that's what it reminds me of when I looked at it. It's like
Let's see.
the only thing missing on that gun when you look at it, it's peace and love on the side.
Yeah. Well, it looks a little older than that, though, especially if there's ivory in there.
Yeah, but the gun looks old as hell, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could have been a commission for a custom gun, maybe by someone down in like Turkey or something like that for one of their kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Someone else who knows.
do we understand that thing didn't shoot nothing after that thing was decorative? That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, would there be any purpose of having a shorter barrel like that? I mean, maybe like, I don't know, like hunting that you would do sort of up close, like ducks.
Right.
Well, yeah, like it would be something like, something where mobility would be important. Like,
I like the fact that it's sawed off.
but the fact that the
Yeah.
stock is so small would make me think a kid, and if so, then
Yeah.
that would explain why the barrel was sawed off.
It was the first shotgun. They're like, let's try something. Oh, damn!
Damn!
Red?
Dude, are you okay?
Yeah, even with my American accent.
Even the barrel is like super ornate.
Yeah, it looks like either a decorative gun or you know a commissioned kid's toy, pretty much.
Some rich kid's family.
Yeah.
One of these days, I'll go and have it. Like, I'll go to somebody who might actually know what it is and see if it's actually anything of value. I guess.
I mean, weapons back in those days were made with like a different mindset, right?
Mm,
Like beauty was taken into consideration, whereas nowadays it's like, fuck, as functional as possible.
Oh yeah.
It's all about like functionality, reliability. Now, before it was like they were artwork.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Art
like,
pieces.
they used to use them as a walking stick. That's why they were so pretty.
Click,
My
click,
boomstick.
click. Oh, all over again.
It's kind of like Penguin's umbrella,
Yeah.
the walking stick and the gun.
Yeah.
It's a cool idea.
This is another one I got.
That's the thing I always thought was funny when I was watching our Army of Darkness, when he looks at them and like, this is my boomstick. And that's one of the things I always imagine, like seeing him walking with a freaking 12 gauge.
One of those auctions where the only other basic are taxes. Yeah, actually.
Even worse,
Rusty.
he goes to that auction, buys one of those rifles and starts cleaning it and goes, and I bid. And then he starts looking at everybody.
Yeah, that was.
Outbid me. I dare you. Do you feel lucky, punk?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was the auction down at Knobley. So yeah, actually, I think it was with Rusty, where I have to keep up with him and outbid him, try and fight him for every historical gun.
That's a cool looking one too.
Johnny Cage is like, that looks pretty functional to me. I'm sure it can cause serious damage if you hit someone in the head with it. Yeah. Bam!
But this is a piece, a custom, one of the, where it had a, individual gun maker. This is an older piece as well.
That's beautiful.
Because it actually has the name of the gun maker from London on it
Nice.
and everything.
Now that looks like it could do some serious damage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice piece. It's got like nice embroidery and stuff on it.
This is my rifle. This is my gun.
And then,
This
of course,
is for fighting. This is for fun.
the other end of the spectrum, the Springfield trapdoor from the American Civil War.
Man, that's some history right there. Do you display those?
Trapdoors, bayonet. No, they're all part of my collection. I had to keep here at the house. They're all over the place. I got them all over the house. I got I think 60 guns.
Yeah, we keep telling him that he needs to turn that house into a museum.
Yeah.
I wish I had a museum. That'd be awesome.
Hey,
If I ever won the lottery or something.
just pick a room and turn it into a museum room, and then
Yeah.
you charge for people to come in.
Yeah, I'm sure so many people can go with it.
Everybody's gonna go to Chris's house.
Oh man, I can use my guns.
If I won the lottery, you bet your ass I'd buy like a place to make like comics and a place for like museum stuff. And I would definitely have a cannon.
Special gun cleaning exhibition as well. Have your
Just
gun
me,
cleaned.
just me sitting in my rocking chair.
Da-da-da-da-da.
This is how you properly clean this gun.
It's an interactive museum right there.
Yeah, it has to have a footpad when you walk in. Instead of like a ding, you go ba-da-ba-ba-ba. And you see Chris there going.
Like a guy with
Just
one
charges
leg.
a quarter.
Let's see. Soul says his miniature buddy just responded on his phone that he's aware of the Death Corps set and is excited as a princess before her first video with the prince. Yeah, I'm excited about it too. The Death Corps is probably, well, actually both Orcs and Death Corps are pretty much in my top couple factions in Warhammer, so I might actually get those. I won't be able to pay them, but I'll get them. Johnny Cage says, "Do you have anything that doesn't have to be reloaded after every shot?" Yes, actually. Of course, Johnny. I have semi-automatics, bolt actions. The only thing I don't really have is fully automatics. They're a little more expensive, so I haven't got those. I was going to get a cannon, but I didn't go to the auction. I didn't actually go to the auction. I was like, well, do I really need a cannon right now?
Where would you put a cannon?
I'm here in the
Front lawn?
house. It was a signal cannon. It's not like giant. It was a little bit smaller.
In front of the
Cannon.
front door. Where else?
It would be at the top of my stairs.
Yeah.
So that way, if the intruder gets through my first line of defenses, I can light it off and fire it into it.
Whee!
Haha, I eat grape shot, you rapscallion.
And the first thing that happens is just that it drops through the fucking stairs themselves.
That would be great. Just blast somebody with a musket. Just put like a giant hole, just a lead hole. Like, serve
Thought
you
you
right
could come
for
in?
trying to-
No, sir.
Trying to steal my baubles and trinkets. But yeah, I mean $8 for this book. That ain't a bad price.
Yeah.
To get you a copy. I might have to check that out myself.
Yeah, I mean the whole idea is right. Like I'm an unknown. I'm new. I just want people to feel comfortable contributing if they want to, not feeling like it's a huge, monetary investment.
Well, no, but you got to keep in mind, like, people can get shifty over such low prices as well. So I'm completely behind you on like trying to make it as easily accessible as possible.
Mhm.
But it can also feel like they're looking at it and they're going, this guy is not going to make a profit, so we're never going to see an issue 2.
Like a con. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, like the page looks good and everything. Like, don't worry too much, but there is a bit of a the Wild West of crowdfunding is settling down a little bit over the past 5 years.
Mhm.
So there's some things to keep in mind.
Yeah, there's that sweet spot for pricing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something to look more into.
What powder, Mr. Burglar? Just imagine that some burglar coming up into my house and he just like walks in and just sees me sitting there in the dark looking at him cleaning one of my guns and a rocket. We
So
know,
you
boy.
came.
The day finally arrived.
Welcome to my emporium.
Hey, there's no matter. He says, you were wondering where I was, and now you ignore my one question. What question? There's no question.
I'm not seeing a question, no.
Yeah, don't you bullshit me, pal rider.
Yeah, you did. Wet powder, is that code?
That's Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Johnny. That's not Pale Rider. I don't know.
Nice shit. There's no question by Pale Rider. Pale, are you watching 3 streams at the same time? Maybe you typed it in the wrong chat.
I'm in all the chats.
Pale Rider, have you started already this morning with the drinks?
I'm experienced. I've known these people for a while. And
Hello.
people would be lying if they did say they never watched, they never multi-stream
I did.
or cross the streams. Get it? Okay, so we lost Chris again. What's up to Denise? So what's up?
I was just getting more of his guns.
So Ryder Inc. saying, I just switched over to my first question, didn't show up.
Ah,
So what was the question?
yeah. What's the question, man? Let us answer.
No, Chris might ignore you, but I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I pay attention to the chat. while Chris just ignores all of us, and go back at the Flintlock Knight. Interesting book by David.
Yeah.
22 page floppy for was it $10, right? Am I mistaken?
Yeah.
10 Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 10 Canadian. Get in.
It's
Flexible
like
goal.
$8. So yeah.
Flexible
Yeah.
goal. Don't worry. Put money aside to fulfill.
Yeah, we've got it all sorted out. It's getting fulfilled no matter what.
Yeah, but still,
And
it's getting-
halfway through production. There you go. I ask. I'm getting a cameo? Question mark. Do you need people? Do you need any news for reference?
I think my artist would love that.
The nudes or the cameo?
Don't encourage him, David.
There should be the Long John Silver Pale Rider.
That's right.
The Pale Rider, Long John
Oh.
Silver,
We'd have to come up with some sort of creative name. Yeah.
and he's
So
always
smart.
naked.
Who turned on the vacuum cleaner? I guess he hears the vacuum cleaner
Yeah,
sound.
yeah. There was a vacuum cleaner sound in the back.
Yeah.
Oh,
For a
okay.
second, it's gone now. So
The people have questions.
oh god.
Oh lordy. But yeah, I do like the setting, and I always like cults. So I always like cults and books. They're always
That's why you're
interesting.
so well prepared with your guns, eh?
Well, yeah, you never know. You never know when they start summoning, evil entities. You got to be prepared to put.
Just in
put
case a
some lead in them.
revolution ever happens,
I'll start making my own bullets. Start thinking, they don't like that iron. And dropping rounds into them. But yes, Johnny, I do have stuff beyond just old flintlocks and stuff. I even have a M16 that, well, it's not an M16, it's a 22 that's made like one. It looks like it. Paler says he'll send you the one with him vacuuming.
Oh my.
Oh my.
I don't know if that would fit the setting of sort of early modern Europe. Like a bit anachronistic.
You can replace it with a broom.
There you go. And it's a totally different pose, though. The broom, you need to get your back into it.
Just get a horse and you pimp it up a little bit, right? And you make the horse make one weird sound called meep meep.
What is he, the road runner?
It's how those little Jeeps sound too. Like I always thought it sounds like the Roadrunner when they come up to you and they press on those things like the kid Jeep. It always sounds like meep meep.
Mm-hmm.
Pale Rider vacuuming is like that one movie where he's like, I told you not to interrupt me while I'm cleaning my room, because he's sticking his dick in the vacuum cleaner. So 22 made like curly crashed his I got it cheap, that's why. It was real cheap at an auction. I was like, hey, I don't have a more modern looking gun, so why not? Because everything I get is like Vietnam War, pretty much back. I don't really like more modern guns. So I figured that would be something different. I try to get a variety of weaponry. I got a bolt action shotgun, which I thought was interesting. So I bought it because it was really cheap.
Something for every situation.
Yeah, sure. That's the post will work. Trust me. Johnny Cage says he'll be vacuuming with a gun or a sword, maybe both. Well, there'll be a sword, all right. I believe that from Pale Rider.
Do you prefer a curved sword or a nice straight one?
I'm not going to ask Pale Rider that.
No,
That's way too personal. he'll definitely show you.
Yeah.
The answer might get the stream banned.
I feel like I'm playing with fire here.
He's like, oh, it's like a scimitar.
It's wider at the top.
and it talks.
Oh,
M16 is basically a half-hour 22. I don't have an M14. That's what I'd like to get. I do like it. I'd like to get I do like battle rifles. I got a nice Czech battle rifle. I can show you. Yeah, I'll show you.
did it just fall over?
Is that a rocking chair?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a rocking chair.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he took a really big liking to having a rocking chair. He's an old soul, I think people say. I think that's the expression.
It definitely
Yeah.
fits with the
So
gun polishing.
He may look like in his like late 20s, but he is the type to be rubbing his gun and going, "Get off my lawn!"
When he's not at auctions.
When he's not at auctions, indeed.
Buying guns and comics because that's all he buys.
Huh?
What?
What?
Guns and comics? Yeah, good shit. Uh-oh. He's going to go look for that pin. Johnny Cage says a rapier. Nice, reliable thrusting blade. Ugh, rapiers.
Where's that?
My friend Allison took a lot of fencing. So she has like a rapier and such shit like that.
Cool.
No, I've never been interested in rapiers. Let's see. Oh yeah, I didn't show you my black powder one. I got there. Let's see.
Ooh, nice.
Oh wow.
That's good
This is
shit.
what I got. This is a more modern, gun.
Oh, that's real nice.
Yeah.
I picked that up at
Let me guess. An auction?
Apple. No. Apple Harvest. The Apple Harvest. Which
Oh.
is, you're technically not supposed to be selling firearms there, but that doesn't stop people. And then this is my Czech battle rifle. I think it's like
That
CZ52.
Second World War?
Right after it. I think it's
Cool.
CZ. Was it CZ52? Yeah, Model 52 rifle.
Good
It's a
shit.
nice. This is my. If I get into like semi-automatic rifles, it's usually these style of battle rifles. Very heavy gun of guns.
Yeah,
I like
check that
that.
out, eh? Did we catch the pun?
And drink.
Bayonet just comes right out like that.
They were still using bayonets. I guess they still use bayonets nowadays, eh?
Yeah, they still use them.
Drink.
It's one of those things that never goes out of style.
And yeah, I got a few. I got like the SKS. I got the CZ52. I don't have an M14 yet. I would like to have the Egyptian. What's it called? Egyptian something like 49. I'd like to have the FN 49. I'd like to have that one because I like FN. They make cool looking guns.
Is it more difficult to get like international guns? Are there different regulations or?
I haven't bought a gun in quite some time, so I'm not sure how things have changed since I did it. But before, it used to be I could go online, buy a gun, have it sent to the dealer, go there, fill out everything, have them call it in for me and everything else. And once they do their check and everything turns out good, I'll pay him his fee or whatever, and then I go home with it. But I don't know if things maybe changed since then or not. But no, I've bought guns from the Middle East. I've bought guns from all over the place. I bought an Enfield rifle from, I think from down in Egypt, I think it was. And it had banding, like little decorative stuff they put on it. I got it. It had all kinds of shit in the barrel, everything. I still haven't got it clean fully. It smelled. It had some sort of weird gunk all in it. I was like, what the world?
Is that like First World War era stuff?
Yeah, I have First World War stuff. I've got quite a few. I have stuff from late 1800s. I have stuff from World War II. Quite a few World War II books. But yeah, I got World War One stuff. I love to read up on World War One. I find it very fascinating.
Mhm.
But yeah, I got like Viterli rifles from Italy, some German rifles from World War One. I've got do I have any American? Yeah, I think I do. I think I do. I'd like to get Craig Jorgensen or a Swiss rifle, but I haven't yet. One of those straight pulls. That'd be cool.
Mm.
But
It's
yeah, I
awesome
got
having
some.
history in your hands like that, eh?
Mhm. Oh yeah, yeah.
Especially, it's probably weird to think too that a lot of those guns have probably killed people.
Well, I know some have. Of
So
mine.
you're telling me
Like,
that if somebody would go to Chris's house, he might be found guilty of a lot of murders in Benson's.
I don't think you can be sentenced to the murder of the gun, the gun that was used.
This is
Yeah,
the gun. This is the gun
by
that killed
proxy.
so and your fingerprints are on it, guy.
yeah,
A
I've got.
100-year-old murder.
Yeah,
You
I
look
got-
good for your age.
I got a World War II Japanese katana, and I'm pretty sure it has deceased some folks.
So it's like a
Yeah.
full katana, or is it one of those? What are the shorter ones called?
So never cut
It's
yourself.
it's
on
a katana. It's not a wakizashi.
So never cut yourself on it because you might get possessed by the spirit of one of those.
Oh man, that's a cool idea for a comic. Eh?
Tormented souls.
I know.
There you go.
And I also have a Japanese saber from the Imperial era,
Cool.
but it's in really good condition. My World War II one has some roughness to it.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
Chris is ordering rifles since the railroad made it to the west.
And by the way, that what I just did was it like one of the script I delivered in school. One of the movie script thing was what happened if there was a sword that you could cut, that embodied the souls of the possessor of before, and what happens if you cut yourself? And it was like, imagine an old samurai that's in the body of a beautiful woman.
Yeah, you wrote that script.
And that was the script. Yeah, you can imagine I got a really high grade and people loved it. Like one of the scenes was like him getting into a fight, right? So they're getting into a fight. And he's like, let me in control, and he's off balance because he's not used to fighting with tits and the hips. It's different, so it's not the same type of weight. That was all part of it, and the part where he's taking a shower and he's like, "Hello," and she's like, "You fucking creep."
I gotta share this because it's Pale Rider. So you know it's gonna
Oh
be
no! Did you send a photo?
it's him. He's got like a little tequila gun or
Nice.
something. What?
That is nice.
Where did you get that, Pale Rider? Like,
Wow.
that's pretty neat. I wouldn't mind having one of those.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
It's a gun for tequila. That's actually pretty interesting. I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says it's his tequila shotgun.
Yeah. No, that's a perfect description.
Wouldn't that be like a great party like element if you had a little gun that actually shot little tequila shots into people's mouths? Like, open wide.
Just set up on like some rooftop like a professional hitman, a big stoker.
Just trying to get people drunk secretly without being found out.
That politician was slurring his speech and slurring in the middle of his speech like he was drunk. He's like, I'm never drunk. Little did he know. Soul says the Snyder Cut possessed Sim without actually cutting.
You can joke all you want. Snyder Cut was fucking awesome.
I'm gonna take your word on it.
I still haven't seen it.
Yeah, because you're a pussy that haven't seen it yet, Chris.
Oh, sorry, I don't want to spend that much time on a movie.
Nah, fuck you. You spend more time doing binge watching. Like, oh, I'm not gonna watch a 4-hour movie, but I watched 24 hours of a series in 2 days. Shut up. Just watch the goddamn movie.
No, I don't. I
You know
don't
what?
do
You know
that.
what?
You know, the last time I watched a show, let alone binge watched one.
What? Are you a Snyderverse denier? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Overhyped. There you go. Look at that.
Would you look at that? I think your collection is overhyped. Fuck you.
All right. I don't need none of that negativity in my show here. So we're taking a break from Sim. He's gonna be muted for a bit.
Don't you mute me? Do not silence me.
Freedom!
Aw, Power says he has no clue. He just wakes up with things. I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look up that tequila shotgun and figure out where that came from.
That's epic.
Because I remember Christmas paycheck. So we get the lobster from the sky. All right. Well, we're a little past the hour. I guess. Well, Sim, how's Tales from Nightmares doing?
Tales and Nightmares doing great. We're going to be closing the campaign in the next week or two. I was actually thinking of closing it next weekend, but depends on how everything's going on. Because right now he has the final touch up on the two or three final pages there for the remaster, and we're going over the lettering and stuff like that. Me and Steve and the edits, and I'm driving him insane. But that's what we do with editor. They drive us insane, but we pay back.
yeah.
We pay them back by driving them insane back, right? And that's how the love circle starts. So if you
Thank
want,
you for ruining my story. Please do it more often.
but dude, it's like you go. It's one of the weirdest thing. It's like you're going there and you're hiring somebody to shit on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like if an editor's not pissing you off at least once or twice, once in a while, it's not doing his job.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, but that's if the editor's not, that's how it is. But yeah, the book's gonna be completed and printing soon. So get on it because the campaign's gonna be closing very soon. And those free stuff there, all those nice little stickers, individual stickers, they're not getting reprinted, and there's only 200. And the same thing with the prints; it's exclusive, and they're not coming back. So go on it.
That's why I
Because
grabbed it this weekend.
It's from 60 to 80 page now. So get on it. I'm already working on Tales from the Nightmares 2. You definitely don't want to miss it because even if the book 1 might be available again, not the free perks for the same price. So get on it.
Oh god.
Oh shit.
I will say, Pale Rider, you look like you're in good shape. Good on you.
Yeah. No denying that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite a pose.
I
Good
will
for him.
say,
Good for him.
looks like he keeps himself in good shape. I need to do some exercising or whatever you're doing.
I think he's also a fan of painting.
Oh yeah, he does a lot of good. Yeah, Pale Rider's a good painter.
Mm.
Let me see here. I'm gonna scroll back. Let me see if I can find some of the stuff he's done. Yeah, there's one. Yeah, I'll share that one so some people can see his glorious work. Here, I see you did that.
Oh wow.
That's my profile pic for my OnlyFans.
Let's see.
Oh god.
Johnny's like, I feel like I should be paying for this.
Oh man.
And so Lion is just, what the fuck?
Let's see.
These streams are never boring.
Nothing beats
No, they're not.
here though.
Yes, there we go.
The beard. Love the beard. Is that in Montreal or something?
I don't know. I've never seen a bearded lady here in Montreal. Is that something in Ottawa?
I couldn't say. You never know what's
But,
in Ottawa. It's probably a politician.
Chris, if you're gonna
It's-
show us that,
It's probably Trudeau on his weekend.
Oh yeah, would not surprise me.
Chris, if you're gonna show us that, you will have to do the little clip too. Scar us for life.
A clip.
Ah!
Oh dear.
Run,
Love it.
Chris, run.
What a world we live
Run,
in.
Chris!
Oh, come on, show the final one.
What final one? What are you talking about? He's done a lot of them. There's more, way more than that.
Darna Chris, the one we did.
Yeah. That one is really good.
I gotta
And
find
that one's gonna end up being on the mug and T-shirts and
I gotta-
shit.
I gotta find the final piece. I have the one that he did. I need the one where with your work on it. Where is it? I gotta find it. Hold on. I have it somewhere.
You don't seem to be a fan of it.
Oh, I don't keep all this stuff saved in a folder somewhere.
I thought you would. Because you know what?
Gosh.
Because I do. I already have it available. I'm just letting you freaking hang yourself. There you go.
What else are you going to use for your rifle polishing?
Yeah, I
You
know,
need
right?
some sort of material.
Now, if you share my screen, it'd be there, but
I had it somewhere.
you had it, but I have it, and it's right there. But
Yeah, there you go. Let me be.
Yeah.
Look at that.
It's
That's fucking
good.
sweet.
And I literally just went and digitally painted that, and then put his pencils back on. It's a natural
amazing.
digital painting, yeah.
I need to put my pants back on.
And the best part is everybody I've shown it to is like, oh, that's a cool twist on that. And then, what does it have a beard? It works.
Once they zoom in a bit.
Yeah.
Like as soon as they zone in, why does it have a beard? Oh, there you go. Job's done.
It's Marvel's new transgender Thor.
Yeah.
Ah,
Heavy metal's gone full SJW, so that was kind of like a pun at them. Dude, they fucking blocked me. They fucking blocked me on Twitter.
nice.
They blocked, I think, a lot of people during that period.
I've been promoting those cunts for years. You blocked me on Twitter.
Yeah, it's amazing to see the most. You think of metal as fucking it's
Yeah.
metal, right?
Yeah.
You don't think of them as giving into some
Dude,
pussies.
When you think about metal, you think about fucking D. Snyder going in front of the, and defending, the rights and censor and shit. And then you're like, and then everybody's gonna just pussy out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is metal when it starts, going with the establishment? What's punk rock when it
What's
starts?
What's so metal about you if you're submissive as fuck?
Yeah.
Please.
It's happening all over the place.
Hmm.
That's why we're here, right?
It's like all the metal bands are turning into Nickelback. God damn it!
Hey, whoa! Isn't that doesn't that go against Canada's
No, we try to forget about Nickelback.
No. Nickelback is worse.
Whoa! We never claimed them. You can't just dump them off on us. Oh,
Hey, you took all the rest. Shut the fuck up.
Colorado says that was when he was working at UPS. Not quite in that good a shape now. Oh yeah,
Hmm.
that makes sense. You're not doing all that heavy lifting and such. This Chris lost it while he was shopping. I'm not shopping. There's
Okay, so-
one more in my light green. Whoa! I don't need that in my DMs, Colorado.
No, we don't need that.
Sounds like Sim. Everybody you're sending blood hunt to without their consent blocks you at some point. Check back against Twitter. I'm not blocked by him yet.
Hey, Pops.
What up, Pops?
What's up, Pops?
Oh, Lordy. Holy cow. Apparently, a pristine Super Mario 64 breaks video game auction record with $1.56 million.
Whoa.
Soul is just jealous. I'm trying to get a movie deal with Blood.
That's crazy.
Just hold on to your old
Apparently.
stuff, eh?
Apparently. I
Wow.
wonder. Like I'm none of my stuff's in pristine condition, so I don't have to worry about making that kind of money.
That's
No,
how you
but-
end up on those hoarding shows.
No, but you can get them. Yeah, you can get them refurnished, reburnished, or whatever you call
Refurbished.
refurbished.
Mhm.
So you pay somebody like a professional or somebody that's knows what to do, and it's like a restoring a painting.
Have you seen some of those images of painting restorations gone horribly wrong?
Yes.
Oh,
It looks like a
yeah.
kid just like shat on it.
Mm-hmm. But I've seen people restore like old like flintlocks, rifles, swords,
Mhm.
like they're freaking new from back then. But
Yeah.
they know their shit. Like they know how
Yeah.
they were made. They could make one of those. Like they know
Yeah.
the old ways of making them, so that's how they can restore them like to pristine. So if there's ever a piece that you actually care that much about, I would give it a go, dude, and you could have it in working order and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's yeah. If I wanted to, I could do stuff like that.
The only
but then
problem is
you got to
that-
replace parts and
That's
you
it,
do different
yeah.
stuff, and then you lose value.
Mhm.
There's a whole bunch of different stuff that go into it.
Yeah, but there's also the different point of like, dude, I have a working one, and people are gonna go, what? Wait, what?
Yeah, flintlocks are just so fucking cool.
They
They
are.
just look
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
You go any place in Europe, like any like museum or historical site, inside those places, they've just got like thousands of them.
Okay, I'm sorry,
Oh.
but I have to call out Soul Lion's bullshit in there. You can take puns and shots on me all you fucking want, Soul. But when I pick a fucking like actor to play one of my characters, they're on the fucking point.
They are. So far, they have been. Yeah. No denying that.
Here's a gun that you can use.
Ah.
Look at that thing. He threaded the
crap.
barrel. He
Wow.
threaded the barrel to put on another barrel. And then he's sitting in a little plastic lawn chair. He's gonna shoot that thing and that chair's gonna collapse in on itself.
It's gonna fall in two and hit him on the head.
The fucking
If you
sandbag.
look at the middle there where the spring is, it's gonna shoot, fold, and knock him the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, and he doesn't even have a stock. He's just holding on to like the bolt or something, like
Yeah.
a little thing. Like
It's like a steering wheel.
the more I look at it, the worse it gets.
Oh yeah.
But I've seen that one.
Dude.
Apparently, there's
I'm pretty sure that rifle can shoot pretty goddamn far and pretty goddamn accurate.
so Syrian rebels. They make all kinds of stuff.
And Soul is adding Sim when you painted the Nat beard on that one actor. His name that's the Eastwood kid, Clint Eastwood's kid. What's his name? I forgot his first name. He goes, I was on the floor. I'm like, I'm sorry. I thought he looked exactly like him. Like when Scotsman's like, dude, that guy, Scott Eastman. I'm like, nah. I looked at his face. I'm like, hold on. Drew the fucking beard on. I'm like, fuck. He actually is. Scott Eastman actually looks like that. He just needs to beef up.
Yeah.
Like do the Chris Hemsworth thing, beef the fuck up like he did for Thor.
Heck, where is the video? Oh, if there is actual videos of people shooting those guns. Apparently, there's quite a few guns like that. The Syrian rebels use them and stuff like that, and there's videos of them shooting them and stuff on YouTube. It's pretty bad.
Legend is if you get shot by one of the Syrian rebel guns, you become possessed by the spirit of a Syrian rebel.
You become a Syrian rebel and you start bashing together a gun. Like, I love between them and Brazil. I love seeing the crazy guns they come up with. And Pale Rider, why do you keep sending me these things?
Oh no, here we go again. Eh?
Uh,
Each time another piece of clothing will be off.
it gets worse and worse.
Wow.
Looks like he's enjoying himself.
So, dude, there's no denying that the day that you join that red dress run with him, you're gonna have fun.
Oh yeah.
Dude, one thing's for sure, you're gonna have a
I don't know
fucking
about
blast.
I may end up scarred for life.
You know, he's gonna go over there and he's gonna go, and we're gonna find out that Chris has sold his house and he's moving over there, and they're roommates.
We're moving in together.
We're life partners now.
Just don't have any of those loaded guns around while you're looking at these photos.
How did Jen Bob say hello life mate? There you go.
He looks like he's doing the Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little hip hop.
But that G-string should be red, just saying.
It's like a low budget superhero.
Because of course our guns would say every day in Rio is war. That's true. That's gotta go there. Oh yeah. Look at this one. This one I found on the Facebook too. They call this game.
Oh god.
Apparently they found, I was reading up on this, apparently they found this missile, but then they also found like a whole bunch of like semi-automatic guns and various things. Apparently this if I remember right, this was not ready. Like they had the missile shell, but they didn't have and they had like material to make an explosive, but they hadn't put them together and actually made a fully functioning missile yet. But I found that to be fascinating. Like, it just here's a missile.
Yeah, I found out how to make it on the YouTubes.
Yeah, well,
nowadays it ain't hard to
no.
find out how to make a bomb and put one together.
Yeah, you'd think there'd be more on the fact of taking that off the web. I don't know.
Yeah, but
they're too busy deleting people they don't agree with.
That's
yeah.
right.
But how to make bombs? Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
People get blown up. Nah.
It's no biggie.
So, Red Gaze flavor on the show. Are you trying to say that Pale Rider is a woman of Walmart? Is that what this is? Are you trying to accuse him of being a woman of Walmart? How dare you? He is much higher standard than that. Don't make a missile he can't get it up.
And just saying, who stole the red dress thing?
Huh?
I'm just defending you, dude. Who took the red dress
You
thing?
better defend.
That's what I'm saying. Who stole the red dress thing from us? Just saying. Don't make a mess out if you can't get it up. I like that one. Why is everybody muted?
That's right. Red dress, baby. All right. I better control
And
myself.
that just goes again better with what Soul said. Don't make a mess out if you can't get it up.
That's right.
Well, when the red dress is involved, that's never a problem for people.
So, for everyone who's seen the Unearthed thing by Indie Vault,
The what?
Unearthed, the thing about Terraform Comics with Rob Anderson, about how he manipulated pretty much everyone in there. I told Jake Fister to check it out because it's a valuable lesson, and I suggest everyone does. But he just gave me his reaction. Chris, if you can share my screen real quick.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
That is the reaction. Yeah, the Rob Anderson.
Yeah, the Rob Anderson thing.
Well, what's with Rob Anderson?
So he manipulated pretty much everyone on Terraform Comics to get fucked over because he's a sociopath narcissist. So stay the fuck away from that guy. Seriously, it's terrifying. But yeah, I told Jake to check it out because it's just a valuable lesson on how easily it is to get into that, to fall into people like that. And he just sent me that reaction, and it just fucking
Okay, and
I've heard.
just
talk
in a
on it.
nutshell, right? For people like I've heard some stuff. I don't know exactly what you're talking about. So out of nowhere, just throwing shade at somebody without at least give
Okay.
like a quick little like what?
So in January, February of 2021, Rob Anderson and a couple of other creators that most of us know, Variant Grant, Meredith Anita from Raging, Brian K. Morris, people that most of us really like, and enjoy watching. We're starting Terraform Comics together,
Okay,
and
that was a comic or a publishing house, like
that was a publishing house.
Okay, keep going.
And so slowly but surely, Rob was trying to push everyone away from one another to the point where he could pretty much manipulate everyone, try and put them against one another, and take them apart, and to the point where a lot of money got lost by a lot of people. And right now he's doing exactly the same thing with Continuum Comics, because that's technically what Terraform Comics is. Like Luke Stone got fucked over. He actually is still financially bound to
Okay, so if I got this right, they teamed up trying to start a company, a publishing house, and that guy was the guy in charge or took over and fucked everybody over.
Yeah.
So it's a business thing. Got it.
But yeah, it's worth watching. So check out Unearthed, a Terraform comic story, because it's worth looking into.
Oh my god!
So I always give a quick little before I throw shade at some. Yeah, but I'm sorry. I just think that if you're gonna,
Yeah, no. I agree.
especially like name a person and throw like like a, let's just say accusation or shade. That's why I use shade at somebody. At least be a little bit more precise on what's going.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry about
Context,
that. You're
context
right.
matters, type of thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't otherwise. So yeah, no, you're completely right.
So Chris, you still alive or your brain's half dead? Gives
No,
me a
I'm
fully fucking
alive.
awake.
Look, I was getting ready to share this.
Oh, what's up, dude?
What?
That's fucking cool.
No beard.
That's,
I'm disappointed.
That's Patrick Day, right? I'm guessing.
What
Yeah,
gave
looks
that
like it.
idea?
And Pale Rider. Please tell me you at least remember that one.
yeah, you better. If you don't, then there's something wrong here, mate. Oh, you
I
had
just
way too
noticed the
much to
green
drink.
panties.
She looks fun.
Yeah.
She seems like a pretty lady.
She looks like the Irish cream of that night.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, kids.
Kiss me, I'm Irish.
I like David's like. I wouldn't mind taking a few Irish cream with that chick.
Mm-hmm.
For the red dress run, you'll be on her show. He's asking Power if it's true that he's going to do the red dress run next to me in a swimsuit. Power says maybe. Gosh dang it, Power, I don't know. Don't tell him maybe.
At least he didn't forget her entirely. That's the thing. He still has a vague memory that yeah, she was fun.
No, you're not going to be running next to me in a swimsuit. You don't need none of that.
No, he's going to be in his Barbie truck. In a swimsuit.
Oh, dude.
Can we just
you-
not have the swimsuit?
Dude, when that happens, you have to record at least a video where you see him pull over with his Jeep and he goes, "Hey Barbie, let's go party."
Come on, Barbie. Let's
And
go
then you
party.
look at him like, "Oh."
Sounds like this is happening.
Right?
It better.
I know.
I think it's gotta.
It gotta.
Yes. We all. I think we all noticed.
Took a while though to work our way down.
Yeah, no. We were focusing on a different point of view.
Well, to be fair, it is like fluorescent green.
Yeah, you just follow the
Yeah.
trail of green.
Follow the green brick road.
Oh Lord,
The
I
Green Leafy
can't.
Road.
can't.
Can
All
I
right.
just say it's a
So-
420.
So everybody, please. But anyway, please do go check out the Flintlock Knight.
Yes.
We-
Go check it out.
We got
Give
off
the guys
track.
some love. Share the word.
Yeah, I appreciate that,
Yeah.
guys. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, it was fun.
We still got
Great.
That was a lot of
45
fun.
days, so plenty of time to get more eyes on the project.
Yep.
I'm sure there's other folks you'll be able to reach out to and get on their shows.
Did you go with the full 60-day?
I think I did 50.
Okay, so you still have an extra 10. Got it.
Yeah, might be on John Malin's show Saturday.
Oh, okay.
That's a good idea. Yeah. Just a heads up. He will send you the link literally like 5 minutes before you go live.
Okay.
So keep that in mind. Like,
Yeah, don't freak out.
yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. So if that happens, we'll see how it goes.
So there's no warm up. It's cold turkey.
You're going raw.
Well, who doesn't love going in raw?
Yeah. You better not pout. You better not cry. You better not scream. I'm going in dry.
It's child support bears.
Another notch on the belt.
So everybody, don't forget to sub, like, and share this channel, and let's get this over 500 subs. So you can get maybe an original art by your Shuli, and
Yeah.
he gets in a red dress and wins a race. Come on, we're all
Oh.
winning here.
I think we all
Yeah,
We're
know
all
is-
going to be winning together.
Yeah.
It's going to be filmed, and we're going to be able to do that edit. And hopefully, I get what I keep dreaming of, where it's going to be him running and going poof, poof, then get back up and start running again. But I'm not sure if he's going to be wearing heels. So, but the heel thing would have been funny, right? Tuck,
Yes.
tuck, poof, tuck, tuck, poof.
Now, is the Flintlock Knight going to be going in demand?
No.
No. Okay.
Okay.
And what do you plan on doing after Flintlock
Yeah,
Knight?
but why won't you leave it in demand?
Yeah.
If you're not going to be fulfilling right after.
Well, I mean, I did have it in demand at first, but I was looking into it, and a lot of people are saying it could end up just driving up prices.
I know. Yeah, because you're like me. You're international. You're
Yeah.
in Canada, so technically we get an extra fee for being in demand. Just an extra fee. Then there's a $25 fee every time we transfer. So let's just say I sell one book, they take $35 off of the 40-something sell.
Yeah.
So I get
Mhm.
That's why I'm gonna be closing soon, because selling 2 copies, it's like I'm giving a copy away.
Yeah, that's
I'm
right.
giving them away. Like,
Yeah, so
Yeah,
if this does decently well, we'll move on to either issue number 2, or I'll try to do like a larger graphic novel type thing. Also,
Cool.
possibly in color. We'll see.
oh, that would be cool that
Alright.
you come back with a
Yeah.
second campaign with the fully colored edition. Yeah.
Yeah, or even have that being a part of the next issue, like
Mhm.
a perk for the next issue.
Wait, too comfortable saying that song.
No, that's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just taking it over, Bell Rider.
Oh yeah.
You know,
One street at a time.
Chris, please, when you put that dress on, you have to look yourself in the mirror and go, "I'm so pretty,
Oh,
you're
so
so
pretty.
pretty."
All right.
Work that anger before you.
All right, I'm wrapping this up. This is too much for me today.
So don't forget to go back to Flintlock Knight and Tales from the Adverse and Life of Korra there.
That's
We
right.
went in demand this morning.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, thanks everybody for joining us. Thanks, Mr. David, for
Thanks
being
for
our
having me.
guest, and thanks as always, Mike, for hopping in and putting up with us. And
Right back at you.
let's see, we will be, we'll see y'all again on Friday. Later.
Okay, we love you. Bye bye.